everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I know I've been gone for a long time, but I'm trying to come back. Now, when I first started this channel, the aim of this channel was to provide information for people who want to come to Canada and they might just need a little help. And so during the pandemic, there was not much going on with express entry. A lot of student visas were being delayed. So I just felt like just stopping for a while. And I somewhat lost motivation as well. But I still want to provide you with information about coming to Canada. But I also want to do a mix of taking you with me on the road. So life update. The last time I spoke to you on camera, I was living in Ontario. I have since moved to Alberta, and the reason for moving is for a better cost of living. I know from time to time when you hear about coming to Canada, it's always Toronto or just anywhere in Ontario that most people are driven to go to. I went to Ontario because I had a friend there and I didn't know anybody in any of the other provinces. My advice, don't just look on where your friends are at or your family members. Look at a province that will cater to your needs. I found Ontario to be expensive. In order to acquire a house in Ontario, for the most part, you need over $1 million. Now, I'm not prepared to spend that money, or neither do I have that money to spend on getting a house for $1 million. So, after being in Ontario for 3 years, my husband and I decided that it would be prudent to find a province that offers a cheaper cost of living. And so after doing our pros and cons list, that's something you should do when you're making a decision, weigh your pros and your cons. And if your pros far outweigh the cons, then it means that that decision is a go. So after weighing our pros and cons, we decided that Alberta would be a better choice for us. Initially, we stayed away from Alberta because we've always heard, oh man, it's so cold in Alberta. Well, I'm yet to experience it because we moved here in July. We've had our first snowfall sometime last week. The first snowfall in Calgary. I'm actually living in Calgary and I like it here. All the perception I had before coming here, they're all gone through the door because I actually like it here. And I'm going to share with you some of the benefits that I've identified so far since I've moved here for moving to Alberta, Calgary, Edmonton, or any of those cities that offer cheaper cost of living. So the first benefit I see is that there is less amount of tax that you pay when living in Alberta. Well, they say Alberta. Yes. So I think we're paying 5% sales tax, while in Ontario, I don't remember the exact figure, but it's around 13%, I think. So that is already cost saving for us to be paying 5% tax as opposed to 13% or more. Yes, so the price of housing, it was just too much. And in Alberta, you can get a house for half the price of a house in Ontario. Another benefit for moving here is when you buy a house, there's no land transfer tax that you pay in Alberta. In Ontario, you have to pay land transfer tax. Also, I've found a greater sense of community here. I know it is said that Toronto is more diverse. Well, I lived in Waterloo in Ontario, so the only diversity I saw was at church. And we had a lot of people from Caribbean country or Africans within our congregation. But In Waterloo, in London, we didn't have that much diversity, let's put it that way. But since I've been here, I found a greater sense of community. We have a little support group, and it's really good when you are in a new country and you have other people to be around and to do fun stuff with. So I love that. So that's a plus for being here as well. I also like the education system here. It has been, well, maybe almost, 3 months, yes. And my kids started school in September, and so far I am getting course outline for them, so I know which unit they are doing for each month. I'm sorry, but I never had that experience in Ontario, and my kids have expressed that they prefer school here, so that's another plus. So I'm still learning the benefits of living here, and I think later on I might do another video on Ontario versus Alberta, but I just wanted to provide you with a life update about my journey here in Canada. And as I look forward to continue sharing information or tips on how you can get to Canada, or just showing you around, taking you to different stores or different places that I may visit, then I hope that you will enjoy that kind of content. I'm also looking for your support in putting in the comment section topics that you'd want me to speak on, and I'll be happy to do so. So feel free, you can just send me a comment with anything that you want me to talk about. I'll share what I know, because the aim is to make everybody better in whatever way that we can assist them, right? So that's the update so far. So please stay tuned. This is just my little welcome back video, just to tell you that I'm here to share information, and feel free to send me a message at the Ferrons on Instagram. I'm not very active on Instagram, but if you do send me a message, there's one picture I have there. If you do send me a message, I'll respond to you individually. So thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video. Bye for now.